Sword Aboard. I am Monkey of the Sword Aboard crew, and today, for Solo Sunday, I'm doing something I said I wouldn't do. If you happen to see the previous campaign I did where I went through Rise of Red Skull, at some point during it, I said I wasn't going to play the Galaxy's Most Wanted campaign. Uh, I am. You can see it from the title of the video. Uh, but I decided to revisit it because at this point I've played through it twice. One time me and one other person, one time it was me and a full crew. Never done solo. Um, and it'll be my first time going through it with, I'll add a link to the article down below. Uh, but an article titled Fixing Galaxy's Most Wanted that I read a while back. I can't remember exactly when. I like some of the changes made. I will be implementing them, and I'm gonna be implementing one more thing to give myself a little bit of a boost. If you're familiar with Galaxy's Most Wanted, you know as part of the meta game of it, you can get upgrades for the Milano. You go into your deck. I'm just going to have all those run with essentially the setup keyword on them, just so they start out in play. Just because that helps with some of the scaling a bit on, especially some of the later encounters we'll do. Because I don't play this game for the challenge really, so I mean, some challenge. I don't play it on expert typically, unless I did last campaign because I wanted a set of fresh eyes on a campaign I've been through a bunch. But yeah, that's it. I am going to be, at least for this round, and possibly more, running a rocket deck by Team Canada Hockey 2002 called Rocky and Tony's Recycling Depot. The goal of it is to get Iron Man out and attach as many things to him as possible, and first and foremost, to make him a guardian. Because as you'll see, if all this goes off without too much of a hitch, each upgrade you play on him essentially just lets you draw another card. So you draw out your deck very quickly, you kind of get what you need in hand, you can buff up Iron Man very quickly, and hopefully we can snowball before the enemy does. And of course, starting this campaign, going to be playing as Drang and the Brotherhood of Badoon. Out of all the ones in this box, it's the one I dislike the least. I think that's a pretty common sentiment for most people. I think most people have issues with one version of the Collector or another, Nebula, and some people like Ronan because he is like the ultimate challenge for a while. A lot of people don't like him because he's just overtuned. I fall into that second camp. I think I've done all the setup for this. Let's see. Records identity, real Badoon Blitz, and shuffles Badoon Headhunter in. So, the Brotherhood of Badoon has mounted a surprise attack against Earth. You and the other Guardians rush to Earth's aid, teaming up with the Mighty Avengers in the process to beat back Badoon. However, the Brotherhood of Badoon's leader, Drang, is a skilled tactician with a fleet of powerful ships and an overwhelming number of soldiers at his side. This won't be an easy fight. So since they invaded Earth, that's where Iron Man comes in. So let's give everything a shuffle and see what my opening hand looks like. Ingenuity right off the bat is huge. Let's see. He's not super tough as long as I can get the damage on him, but I don't currently have the damage, I don't think. Let's recycle that. So I think I have to let Face the Past pass me by for a round. And since I don't have any allies, I kind of have to throw away those two. Let's draw another 3. Our Guardian is Groot. So as I said, it's my cat thumping against the window. As I said, I'm using a version of his deck. I'll link it down below. I modified it a little bit. I have added Face the Past, Groot, and side schemes. Oh, and Leo Fitz, because he's new, and I thought in alter ego form, being able to search for any tech in my deck would be incredibly beneficial for Rocket. And I've tweaked some of those stuff, but it's just slightly augmented. But yeah, this is what I've got to go with. Ingenuity and Suit Up, so I can go ahead and get Iron Man ready to go. And go ahead and make myself a Guardian, and yeah, kind of wish I had a tech, but yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and go. So I'm gonna salvage. So I have to put a tech upgrade from your discard on top of your deck. So go ahead and use salvage to get out Ingenuity, and let's put that on top. And we'll use Ingenuity and Groot to play Suit Up. So search for an ally and upgrade and add it to my hand. Got to search for Iron Man and Honorary Guardian to go ahead and make this whole trick work. Let's go ahead and make Groot an Honorary Guardian. And I'll end up throwing away Build Sport. This is a hero action, first player action. And this is, so he schemes, he charges up faster. So this will go ahead and get 2 counters on it. If I stay in Alter Ego. It might be worth it. No, let's flip up just because go and start working on stuff. So we'll use the Milano to play Build Sport. Exhaust this. And then we will thwart 2 off Build Sport. Hold on to these 2. And then should be play Iron Man this next turn. And start juicing him up with stuff. So Build Sport will help me get out Leo. Or the Guardians of the Galaxy Sport, which I think is probably more beneficial for me. So let's draw and ready up. Got 2 copies of Inspired. Alright, so the main goes up by 2. We put a counter on charge up. Then Drain will attack me. I'll just take it for 2 plus boost. I give him tough. It already has tough. He gets that, so he hits me for 3 and is now tough. Counter card says advance. He schemes. Unfortunate. So 1 plus boost. Just 2. this does get another counter on it. So I guess I gotta start using Milano, take that down. And, yeah. That's my turn. I guess let's just go and play play Iron Man. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's make an honorary guardian so he gets 4 hit points. And let's do some thwarting. I should have popped build support first. It wouldn't have mattered. He wouldn't have guardian anyway. Let's go and pop build support to get Guardians of get Guardians of the Galaxy put into play, which this will let me do the key thing this deck does. After you play an upgrade on an ally, draw a card. So from now on, every upgrade I caught, I draw that can be played on an ally. I can play on Iron Man for 1 less, 0 for all of them, and each one draws me a card. So I can just now start cycling my deck. Let's go ahead and have him thwart 2 off the main, and we'll exhaust the Milano. Also take 3 off the main. And that's all I can do. So let's go ahead and draw my 5 and ready back up. Glad I finally get some of this stuff. Got a nice thruster boot's going to come in very handy since I'm going to be thwarting a lot. And that'll be useful when its charge up activates. Go ahead and heal me for that, and then that'll be really good. So main takes up a 2, and his ship goes up to 3 barrage counters. That lets me draw a card. So we'll start working on that eventually. He's going to attack me for 2 plus the boost. I'll just take it. No, great. Triggered a bit too early, so goes up to 4, and then take 2 indirect damage, which I'll just take both of that. And counter card. Okay. Which highest cost upgrade would be ingenuity. I don't really feel like losing that. So yeah, we're just gonna flip the alter ego and exhaust. And remove it from the game. So don't have to worry about that again. And so now, easy choices. Let's go ahead and let's give Iron Man's Power Gloves for free, because we're both Guardians. I draw a card. And I'll just give him Comms Implant for free. And I draw a card. Another suit up. I can go fishing for Groot, maybe. Or I could just go for setup, which is probably a smarter thing to do in this situation, since I don't need to Schadenfreude. I will go ahead and do that to play battery pack, and then throw that away to draw 2 cards. Major victory. Let's ingenuity to thruster boots. Go and boost that up. And yeah, I really want to go and get out the cyber skeleton. So let's do those two to get out the cyber skeleton. This gives me 3 hit points. And let's see. After he attacks Thor, deal 1 damage to enemy. And he has +1 attack and +1 hit points. Forgot to take him up for that. So let's exhaust Milano to move 3 from the main. And let's have him thwart 3 off of Badoon Blitz. And he will pop Drang's Tough. I don't know why I didn't give Drang hit points. I just noticed that. It should have 13. And we'll stay in Alter Ego for this turn. So hopefully I can do something else this next turn. And hold on major victory, I guess, for the ready up. I get a chance and a block, potentially. Just draw hot cards. So reload's pointless. Sidearm's good. Salvage is better. Okay. So ready up. And goes up 2, charges up. He will scheme against me for 1 plus boost. So this goes up to a 3. And then we get an encounter card. So cannot thwart the main scheme. So I gotta get this guy out of the way. Kinda wish I had that portal cannon now. I guess I could have it. Because I can just put it back on top. Okay. Let's... Let's see. Let's go ahead and use salvage to get out major victory. And let's have Iron Man. Let's see, his attack's a 2. Essentially does 3 damage because of the power gloves. So let's go ahead and swing for 3 at the Badoon Lieutenant. Oh, salvage. Got to trigger its ability. Put this on top of my deck. Let's put a sidearm on Tony, which lets me draw a card. And there's Pearl Cannon. So let's go ahead to Ingenuity and yeah, that way suit up as well. Let's get out the Particle Cannon, which comes in with 2 counters on it. And we'll blast the split first. Blast the Badoon Lieutenant for 4. So 1 of that will blow through to Drang. Major victory. We'll swing for thwart for 1. Just go ahead and tick this down 1 more. And Yeah, let's go ahead and let's just ready every tech upgrade you control, which is just the one. So I'm not really too worried about. I'll go ahead and have Rocket thwart Doom Blitz away so I can just draw a card. Clarity Purpose, very nice. So let me continue this spree. So let's go ahead and put that on. Let's put that on Major Victory, which will let me draw a card. Ooh, that'll be useful next turn potentially. Let's exhaust the Milano to take 3 off. Yeah, let's go ahead and exhaust Clarity Purpose. Do 1 damage to Major Victory. Give myself a resource to pay for reload. So Major Victory and Clarity Purpose both go away. Major Victory is defeated, so I get to ready a friendly Guardian character. I'm gonna ready myself. Reload lets me ready Particle Cannon. I'm going to use Particle Cannon to do 4 more damage to Drang, and I will attack Drang 2. I did not trigger drawing a card off of Murdered You. I should have, for the Clarity Purpose. I'll just put on Tony. There's Rocket Launcher, which will be good soon. So Particle Cannon goes away because I used the second charge on that. And that's all I can do for this turn. So that's the way I've got to play it. Draw my 4. There's Laser Blaster and Reinforced Suit. About time. And ready back up. So Mang goes up by 2. Hit, and then triggers, so I take 2 indirect damage. He attacks me for 2 plus boost. For 4. And then a counter card says Dune Headhunter, so I gotta get rid of him now. Alright. Let's see if I can take him out in 1 turn. Let's go ahead and let me draw 2 cards. Just kind of completely buff Tony up as much as possible. Both my pistols. That'll definitely let me kill the Headhunter. So how much, like, this Ingenuity to Rocket's pistol, and let's throw away a comms implant to get out the other one. So that's 4 damage I have right there. Iron Man's strength power attack is 2, effectively a 3. No, 2, 3, and 4. He should have 2 more hit points because of Reinforced Suit. Let's see if that'll work. So I'll have him swing for 4 at the Dune Headhunter. 1 of that will hit Drang. Let me go ahead and get my pistol counters, which are 3 each. So I will shoot him for another 4. One of that is overkill, so that will defeat him. And overkill draws me a card. It's not technically overkill. Let's go ahead and have the Milano take 3 off of that one. And then we're going to flip over and recover. Let's tinker with the Tech Blaster. Draw 2 more cards. Oh, super trade. Nice. Laser Blaster. Draw me another card. And we got lots of stuff to do here. I hate holding on to, I got a plan for one more turn, but I can use it this next turn to help deal with threat on the main and superpower training. So we're gonna go ahead and get out superpower training. Throw 3 on that, and then with the rocket launcher to get out battery pack. Just 2 counters on it. We're gonna go ahead and move 1 to a pistol, so I can be ready to scrap that this next turn if I need to. The last card in my deck is Leo. Alright. And that's all I can do this turn. It's anything that's worthwhile. So let's draw and shuffle. This is salvage, reinforced suit, so I can safely scrap that. 2 I got plans. Alright. So main goes up by 2. Charges up. He schemes for 1 plus the boost. Just 1. Get another charge counter on the Badoon ship. And okay, exhaust Milano. Yeah, I think I just exhaust Milano. Play safest call. Because right now all this is under control and I have a plan. So I do wish I had more health, but it's not an option right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and discard the reinforced suit, draw 2 cards. Let's play another reinforced suit, which will give Tony 2 more hit points. Okay. Let's go to chunk 1. I got a plan and salvage. So this will put a reinforced suit back at the top to get Leo. So Leo let me search my deck for a tech card and add it to my hand. It doesn't really matter. Oh, it does matter. Sky Cycle. And now I have stuff to do. So, this is already wildly out of control. Let's go ahead and Sky Cycle. Draw me another card. And we'll flip. Go ahead and Ingenuity to, this is after you do that, so battery pack to do Schadenfreude. So when I take damage, I'll heal 2. And then I will thwart. Actually, let's go ahead and pop drain for 4. We'll exhaust the battery pack to put one more on this pistol. Battery pack will go away. And we'll thwart 3 off of super trading. Which will let me get an identity specific upgrade and put it into play. Which I think would be the rocket launcher or particle cannon. Yep, particle cannon. It has restricted, so I'll throw away this pistol. And I'll comms implant to I've got a plan. After making a basic thwart, ready rocket, I get +1 thwart. Let's particle cannon Drang in the face. A bit overkill, but you know, that's how it goes. Which will let me draw a card. And this is Science to Fists. Let's go with thwart 4 off the main. And we'll do face past. So face past, we remove the game. Search for my nemesis minion and reveal it. Quick strike comes in, he hits me for 1. Schadenfreude heals me for 2. Wait, he gets a boost card because he's villainous. 1 plus. Okay, still just 1. I heal 2 from it. This is Schadenfreude. I ready my hero and draw 3 cards. He doesn't have Inspired on him yet. So I guess I will now make Tony also Inspired. We're gonna replace put this stuff. Let's just put it down here. Actually, let's move Guardians Galaxy. Put that there, because I know what Guardians does. So, I draw a card. I cannot attack Drang anymore. So let's just swing at Blackjack O'Hare, take him out. And 1 of that will bounce over here to Drang. And I happen to have the exact resources I need to get rid of Drang Spear. I really lucked out there. I was not wanting to deal with him with a spear. And there's not much else I can do because I can't attack him. So I'll chill. So let's draw my 4 and ready up. Okay. Main goes up by 2. Oh, super trading goes this way. This goes up by 2. Charge up happens. Drang swings at me for 2 plus boost. Which I will just take. It's an attack, so it counts as a 4. So I take 4 damage and heal 2 from Schadenfreude. And counter cards. Hopefully this is not attack. Gross. hate Rogue Vessel, so Surge. After the phase ends, deal 1 damage to each player. Which will heal me extra because Schadenfreude. Cut off guard, discard and upgrade a support you control. Okay, easy. Let's get rid of Reinforce Suit, because, yeah. So, Rogue Vessel triggers, take 1 damage, and then heal 2 from Schadenfreude. That goes away. So, I have to exhaust Milano and spend 2 resources of any type to discard this card. I don't think it matters. I think I made Jabil burn him down this turn. Pretty easily. So, let's go ahead and Particle. And Pistol, let's do 6 to him. We'll exhaust Tony, who's swinging for 2. 3, 4, 5. And then we'll ready it back up. And swing again for another 5. And yeah, that's about as good as it could have gone. Got rid of everything you need to do. Rogue Vessel came out. I hate Rogue Vessel. Notoriously hate Rogue Vessel. Whenever this card comes up when I'm playing with other people, everybody groans. Because inevitably, the first player will choose to do something else with the Milano instead of getting rid of this. And then it'll sit around for 3 turns. And we'll take, you know, playing 4-player game, 12 damage we could have avoided. Yeah, that was quick and easy for Drain. And so let's see what victory is. So everyone gets 1 unit. Gotta zoom in some more so I can actually see. 1 unspent unit there. Record number of units for each player equal to the victory values in the encounter cards in the display. So that is 1, 2, 3. So that's another 3. That there are no minions in play, which they're not. I get another 1. And then it's still on 1B, so I get another 1. This is the best case scenario for this, because normally when you're playing 4-player, there's no way everyone ends up with no minions in play. So someone gets shorted there. And then if the Badoon Headhunter is in the victory display, check that box. So now I get to go shopping with my points before I infiltrate the museum. So I have 6 unspent points. What do I want to use that on? Because I can't quite get a 7 cost. I could get one of these. Which, like, hyper thrusters is incredible. You almost half think hyper thrusters. That's useful, as useful in this deck since I'm running mostly upgrades. Armor plating is good because it's just decreases damage. So torn. I think I'm gonna go with armor plating. Just because I'm always gonna control the Milano whenever I take an attack. It's going to remove that much damage from it. So yeah, let's go with armor plating. So I remove 4 and get armor plating. So zoom over here. And we will come back with Infiltrating Museum next time. Hopefully this deck holds up just as well on all these future rounds as it did in this one. From what I remember, I don't hate Collector 1 as much as I hate Collector 2. We'll get to Collector 2. But I just... Every time I played it, we've not had a good thwarting person. In Collector 2 is all about your thwart. So, I guess I will see y'all next week when I come back to beat the collector's ass. So, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, do all the algorithm things YouTube greatly appreciates because I appreciate it as well. And I'll see you next time.